breaking news right now. A brush fire burning in Orange County. This is happening along the 73 freeway. Sky 9 over the 73 at El Toro Road. You can see the flames just going out of control. A lot of dry brush in that area. And to give you an idea, this is just west of the 133. We also know the Highway Patrol has closed all lanes, but if you look at this shot right here, Amy, you can see it is dry out there, a lot of brush to burn, so hopefully crews are able to get a catch on this fire very soon.
And you know, Chris, this is exactly what firefighters were hoping to avoid, fires on these very, very hot days. And unfortunately, this is just yet another one that has broken out today, and certainly tough on crews always to battle fires, but especially difficult on these really hot days that they are out there. And of course, they are battling this one. They will be taking it from the ground and from the air.
Yeah, for sure. And as Alex told us, we are in the middle of a heat wave. We've had several days of temperatures above average. A lot of people out on the roads, you know, and it's one of those situations where if you see a fire, call 911 immediately so crews can get out there. You can see some helicopter crews doing a water drop right there. Pretty good drop right there, and hopefully they can contain this, but just one of many fires, Amy, that we've definitely seen throughout the last few days.
Yeah, and this one certainly closing the roadway there, certainly making that a little more difficult for the folks in the area. But of course, crews need that roadway to get their equipment into this area to really work on this fire. But we did just see that drop there by the helicopter, and it's hard to make out the crews from this vantage point that are on the ground, but you can certainly see a retardant line right there, which is always a good sign that they are at least making a mark. And we can also see a bulldozer there in the area. They are just really trying to knock these fires out quickly, Chris, when it's just this hot. Yeah, for sure. And thankfully, it doesn't look like it's too windy. Also, it doesn't look like there's a lot of homes in this area. If we can maybe zoom out a little bit on with the camera. Can you hear us? There we go. Just to give us a better vantage point of the surrounding area. We know we've got those highways near the 73 freeway, but yeah, there you go, Amy. Not a lot of homes in this area, so hopefully that makes it easier for fire crews to battle this fire. And as you mentioned, traffic will be backed up for quite some time. So if you have family or friends that plan on going through this area, make sure to give them a heads up. Might want to find a different route. And Chris, joining us now is Sean Doran, who has some information to share with us about this brush fire that is burning near the 73 freeway. Thanks so much for joining us.
Good afternoon. Thank you for having me.
What do we know about this fire? Do you have any idea about how it started at this point, or?
I do not have any information regarding the origin of this fire, no.
Okay, but we have to think that this hot weather is really making it a lot more difficult for your crews out there.
The hot weather is always a challenge. However, we do train for this heavily. As you might have seen on our social media leading up to this, we've had several helicopters coming in low. Several training episodes leading up to this just for this reason. One of the advantages of this time of year right now is we've been upstaffed with the current weather conditions in coordination with other agencies here. As you might have seen on the news, we just instituted the Quick Response Force helicopter program. The helicopter is coming over right now. Sorry, it's going to be a quick noise.
We understand that you are very close to the fire line there, and all those helicopters that are making all of those drops, which is certainly wonderful to see, because we know this is how you're going to get this fire under control quickly.
Absolutely. So we'll get back to here. So we have multiple agencies involved. I won't be able to name them all off currently because I don't have the roster in front of me. However, this is multi-agency response. We do have multiple engines, hand crews, bulldozers, rotary wing, and fixed wing as well. One of CAL FIRE's goals for fighting fires is to keep 90% of fires in 10 acres or less. So we're hitting it hard and aggressive, making very good progress. I wish I could give you an estimate on acreage currently, but I don't have the vantage point to provide that to you.
Yeah, and Captain Sean Doran, what are some of your biggest challenges fighting this fire? Obviously, there's a lot of brush in this area, but it seems like there's not a lot of homes. But from your point of view, what are your biggest challenges?
Well, the biggest challenges right now are the terrain. This primarily was a terrain-driven fire per initial reports. There is a little bit of wind kicking on as well, spotting across the toll road in addition to. So we do have multiple units on both sides of the toll road to make sure that we get eyes on it, to make a quick response to any spot fires that have come up. We recently did have a small one on the other side of the toll road, to which a quick response with fixed wing and rotary wing was there in a matter of minutes.
Wow, and we did just see a little flame there right before that helicopter drop. It seems like your crews are really getting this under control very quickly. As you mentioned, trying to keep these fires under 10 acres, and it looks like they are hopefully going to manage that.
We hope so. We have a lot of ground crews here, so I want to make sure everybody understands we do have an amazing force in the air right now, but we work in conjunction. So our ground forces work with those water drops to support each other. One can't operate independently without the other. As you can see, the helicopter coming in right now, that's Orco helicopter making its drop right above me. And there's a second helicopter right beneath it with a, we call it Bambi bucket. So again, just a reminder that our ground crews are a major part of this, working in conjunction with the bulldozers, the hand crews, fixed wing, and rotary wing. We have an impressive response out here today, and we hope to see a good, quick resolution to this.
Yeah, we just saw the ground crews, and I just checked with meteorologist Alex Biston about weather conditions. Apparently the winds are about 10 to 15 miles per hour, so not too bad. Hopefully, you know, it won't spread, but you guys are doing an excellent job out there with those water drops. And when we first started, 5 minutes ago, you could see active flames right now, a lot of smoke in this area. We also see some bulldozers out there trying to you know, figure out what's going on in that area. But how much longer do you think you guys will be out there? I mean, it seems like you guys are making some pretty good progress.
Well, it'd be several hours, to say the least. We want to make sure at the end of the day we have a good cold line perimeter around the fire. So that takes a lot of work by the crews on the ground, again, in conjunction with the bulldozers and the aircraft as well. So it's a lot of work ahead of us. It is a hot day, as we all know, but that's what we're here for, and we're glad to get a quick attack on this.
And Captain Doran, excuse me, we see a lot of cars on the roadway. It's hard to make out from our vantage point if these are fire crews or just civilian cars that got stuck here on the roadway as well.
Yeah, I can't see where your vantage point is, but the toll road is shut down, so there are people stuck behind our fire engine traffic. We do have units on both sides of the toll road, and both directions of the toll road are shut down for our safety. So I want to say a big thank you out to law enforcement for taking care of us and watching our back so we can do our work on the fire. And
hopefully they'll be able to get some of those folks off of that roadway before too long, because on a hot day like this, you certainly don't want to be stuck out on the roadway. But it is good to see so much smoke and so little flame at this point of this firefight. You all really got to this fire very quickly and really seem to be making a big dent very fast.
Yeah, absolutely. We appreciate it. You probably have a great vantage point from your eye in the sky, so I do appreciate the progress that you're seeing up there, because I do see it on the ground as well.
But yeah, I mean, we started this breaking news, 5-6 minutes ago. We saw a lot of flames. Now we see a lot of smoke. So these water drops that we see right here, looks like they're going to do another drop, they're, you know, making great work right there, dropping it on the fire, making sure that fire goes out. And as you mentioned, the fire crews, a lot of ground crews as well that are ready to go through and put out any hot spots that are going through. So, Fire Captain, thank you so much for your time. Definitely some great work out there for sure.